Thank you so much for joining us here at noon. We hope you're having a restful Christmas and holiday season with your families. I'm Isaiah Kim Martinez in for Brooke Hash. We begin with new details from the deadly shooting at Kentucky State University's campus earlier this month. Police in Indiana have arrested the parents of Tatum Dale Fox Jr., who died in the KSU shooting. Police issued the arrest warrant earlier this week in Evansville, Indiana. Tatum Dale Fox and Chardonnay Cleveland are the two you see on your screen. Both are charged with intimidation, the threat to commit a forcible felony. Their bond is set at $1,500. They have a hearing scheduled for 1 p.m. That is today in Vanderburgh County, where Evansville is located. Also here at noon, we have new details in last week's police shooting in the Russell neighborhood. We've now learned the identity of the suspect. Police shot multiple times. Officers say he was armed and refused to comply with their orders. According to an arrest citation, LMPD responded to reports of shots fired on West Chestnut Street. 29-year-old Asa McNeely allegedly led police on a brief chase, which ended in a backyard. In the arrest records, officers say McNeely reached toward his waistband after stating he had a gun, which led to Officer John Heisler shooting him multiple times. McNeely is charged with first-degree wanton endangerment and possession of a handgun by a convicted felon. Court records show he was supposed to be arraigned today, but because he's still in the hospital, his first court date is instead scheduled for December 30th. Also today, the JCPS fifth grade teacher accused of messaging sexual content to one of her students is out of jail on house arrest. According to court records, Sydney Graff posted a $100,000 bond, and a judge released her on home incarceration. According to her arrest citation, during an NTI day, virtual learning, Graff was reportedly having sexually explicit conversations with a fifth grade student. Graff then allegedly made plans to meet the student, and police arrested her while she was picking up that student. She's charged with using electronic means to entice a minor and drug charges. Her case goes before a grand jury next month that could determine whether she goes to trial. Now to an update we hoped we would not hear in the aftermath of the devastating November 4th UPS plane crash. Within the last 12 hours, we learned a 15th person has died from severe injuries suffered the day of the crash back in November. Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg made the announcement on social media around 7:30 last night. Greenberg said the victim was 50-year-old Elaine Rodriguez Colina. He died earlier on Christmas Day. We've confirmed he was an employee of Grade A Auto Parts and Recycling, one of the businesses hit. UPS Flight 2976 crashed shortly after takeoff near the Muhammad Ali International Airport in Louisville back on November 4th. Before now, we knew of 14 other people who were killed, including the 3 pilots on board. The NTSB reports 23 others on the ground were hurt. The NTSB has been investigating, and in an early report, investigators said the crash happened after the left pylon and engine of the plane separated from the left wing. Also new, LMPD is investigating a Christmas Day homicide in southwest Louisville. Just before 6:30 last night, police responded to a shooting in the 6600 block of Skyline Drive. That's in the Valley Station area. LMPD said they found a man who had been shot and provided first aid, but EMS said the victim died at the scene. The homicide unit is now leading the investigation. Kentucky Congressman Andy Barr of Lexington has announced the passing of his longtime staffer and campaign manager, her name Tatum Dale. In a social media post on Christmas, Barr announced Dale's death. He said she had worked almost every job in his office, including serving as his district director, deputy chief of staff, and most recently as campaign manager for the Republican congressman's run for U.S. Senate. In a statement from Andy Barr, he said, quote, "Tatum loved her family, her faith, and her Commonwealth. She made me a better congressman, our staff better public servants, and we will all miss her forever. From Murray to Lexington and everywhere in the Commonwealth that she touched, we hope you will all join us in praying for Tatum's family, friends, and be forever inspired by her memory to serve others." Today in Jackson County, Kentucky, investigators continue their investigation into a house fire that killed 3 children. It happened just before midnight back on December 23rd. That was Tuesday in the city of McKee, about an hour and a half southeast of Lexington. Fire crews found a home engulfed in flames. Kentucky State Police say 3 children, a 7-month-old, a 2-year-old, and a 3-year-old died at the scene. A 4-year-old child was flown to a hospital in Columbus, Ohio for treatment. Just tragic. Police say 3 adults were also hurt. They've been identified as 23-year-old Tyler Monst, 22-year-old Morgan Johnson, and 76-year-old Florence Johnson. McKee's police chief says the fire has deeply affected the community, especially during this time of the holidays.
Anniversary we'll remember from here on out, especially the first responders and the family here. It's no longer almost Christmas time. It's a different anniversary. So it's a sad time in the community. It's a sad time for first responders and obviously for families.
The chief said he was off duty but was the first to arrive at the scene and helped firefighters until more crews arrived. The cause of this fire remains under investigation. Switching gears to our weather now, meteorologist Matthew Willoughby with us in studio. Matthew, hey, it's been unseasonably warm. I guess potentially, though, that could come to an end here pretty soon.
Yeah, surely will come to an end as we head towards the next week. But yeah, we still got some warm conditions out there for you over the next couple of days. And we're talking temperatures into the 60s for this afternoon. So we're currently seeing temperatures into the mid-60s throughout Louisville, 65 degrees, LaGrange at 61. And really anywhere you go, you'll see those warmer conditions out there for you. We did see some fog this morning, but most of that has burned off for this afternoon. As you give you a look at satellite and radar, a few spotty showers starting to pop up on our radar for you as we go towards this afternoon. That'll likely continue really throughout the next several hours. We widen the picture out and really see this system that's hovering over the Great Lakes, bringing some snow showers into Canada and into New York as we go towards this evening. Overall, I'll give you a look at that coffee planner, or at least that Friday coffee planner. Midday jolt will bring us into the upper 60s by this afternoon, and by this evening, we'll still stick into the lower 60s for this evening. High temperatures today, likely across the area. We'll stick into the 60s for another warm day after Christmas for us. And as you look at least what's ahead for us as we go towards the next several days, we're talking a big temperature drop on the way for us as we go towards your Sunday back into Monday, where we'll likely see temperatures fall almost 20 to 30 degrees, along with some showers and a few storms possible. I'll be timing out all those details coming up in just a few minutes. We'll send it back over to you, Isaiah.
Sounds good, Matthew. Thank you so much. A traffic alert for Kentuckiana. The I-65 South to I-64 West ramp closure on the Kennedy Bridge is now extended to January. KYTC says the extension is because of weather delays and the need for additional repairs. Closures began November 18th as part of the ongoing bridge expansion joint replacement project. KYTC will provide updates as they become available. This morning, one lucky Powerball player is celebrating the holiday season of a lifetime. A single ticket sold in Arkansas matched every number in Christmas Eve's Powerball drawing. The winner scoring a jackpot of $1.8 billion with a B dollars, the second largest U.S. lottery jackpot ever. If the winner takes the lump sum, they'll walk away with around $835 million before taxes. The jackpot for Saturday's drawing resets to $20 million, not quite as much.